workshop. We spoke with Pavel on how we can provide the most value to this audience. And my sort of proposal was, hey, can I just run the entire session in English? I would say half of the content today is going to be in a foreign language. So I want you guys to sort of concentrate. And I know you guys deal with foreign customers every single day. So if you guys feel like asking me a question in Ukrainian or Russian, it's up to you. But it's just easier for me to run the entire session in English, if it's fine with everyone. Thumbs up. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, we're good to go. So let me make then some intro to Kiryl. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I think you can see me well. Yes, so Kiryl is a friend of mine. We met a couple of times in Orlando, where my family lives now, with my parents, my brother, and my nephews, nice nephews. And we already worked with Kiryl in our business community in Ghost Factory. He also organized some courses with us. And what is excellent is calling, making sequence. Also, he's consulting IT businesses like ours. He already worked with up to 10 different outsourcing IT companies. And Kiryl provides two ideas what we can do today for a couple hours. So Kiryl, if you don't mind, maybe first we can do sequence. We already have. I have some idea, and second hours we'll spend role playing. Is it okay for you, or you have different plan?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have an agenda for this meeting today, and we can have a little break between the sessions because I know it's too late for you. We have some people from Croatia, I guess, and we have half of the population from Ukraine. So I think it makes sense to have a little break in the middle. What do you think?
No, we just had meeting. We just had break, so I think we are fine. But let's see how it goes. What else? So. Yeah, also we agreed with Kiryl that he has some his YouTube channel with content that we will share this talk on his YouTube channel. So I hope you find this and just consider it. But yeah, we'll share this as well. And what else? Then Kiryl, let me tell a little bit more about your background and so people understand. Not everybody knows you. Kiryl moved to from.
Please use your microphone if it's possible.
Okay, sorry. Now it's better.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is Kiryl moved from Belarus to United States 6 or 7 years ago without knowing English ever, and then he started from from zero, and now he is like one of the lead sales, I understand, in Zoom Info company, what we already mentioned before. And he doing like every day a lot of cold calling. He doing sequences, so it's actually what he's doing. Beside this, he has also a company agency which is consulting software agency like ours, and that's why what's advantage of him that he understands our background, how do we think, and he understands the American customer. And beside this, Kiryl, a huge fan of Ukraine, as we discussed also I think yesterday. He said he believes in Ukraine. He believes that Ukraine gonna be center of maybe not world, but at least East Europe. Then Moscow will fall. Then everybody probably here around in Belarus and Georgia will speak, especially in Kazakhstan, will speak on only Ukrainian. Yeah. So Kiryl, maybe you want to add a little bit more about yourself. Then what we also have, we have one company which has now small sequences. I can send you and you can just have a look, and then maybe we can take some company the same or maybe other and just build a sequence from scratch. Would it work for you?
Yeah, no, happy to do this. And it's always, I don't know, it makes your life much easier when you have someone who's making an introduction for you. So thank you, Pavel, I appreciate it. And thank you for inviting me. I know we have a pretty sizable audience today. I guess before we start, Slava Ukraini. Because you might guess why is this people are bragging? Why is they speaking a foreign language today? So yeah, if you guys feel comfortable asking me questions in Ukrainian or Russian, where it works for you, I'm happy to do so. Again, the only reason why I'm talking English today is just because the entire workshop is not going to be sort of like, let's talk about the best practices. Like we just got to do live sequence. Like I got to build a sequence with you for your company, for your business, so you guys can wake up tomorrow on Monday, where it works for you, you can just execute and make money, okay? Second part of the workshop, I want to do a live role play. I don't know if you ever did it with your sales teams. I believe that most of the audience today is founders, right? Tech companies. We have salespeople on the call.
No, only owners.
The business owners, perfect. Yeah, so the idea for you guys, I mean, I don't want you to be perfect in what we're going to be talking about today, but I want, I guess, to show you the importance of these topics. And Monday, Tuesday, next week, you meet your sales team. I want you to run a sales workshop for your head of sales, whatever you guys call it internally. And I want you to sort of start implementing some best practices that I learned in my career for the last 7 years living here in the States, okay? Any questions before we start?
No questions.
Beautiful, beautiful. So as a brief agenda, I guess I'll do a very quick introduction just to sort of help you to understand why I have rights to talk about this topics today. So the first part of the workshop, just like Pavel said, like I can quickly review the sequence that you guys have in play. I'll give you my feedback. I think it will take us like 5 or 10 minutes. And the rest of the workshop, I think it would be nice to build a sequence with all of you guys. And think for this sequence, we can either play with the same company, or we can just take another one. You help me, Pavel, whatever you guys decide, okay? Yeah, so that's going to be the first part of the workshop. It's going to be very interactive. You guys are going to be asking me questions. Happy to answer everything, okay? And second part of the workshop, we can do it in both ways. I either got to do a role play with someone back and forth. I got to play a customer. You guys got to play a salesperson at your company. You guys got to try to book a meeting with me, right? And vice versa. We got to switch. And then if we have enough time, we can do like a group sessions with all of you guys where you sort of sit together in a circle and try to book meetings with everyone. And at the end, any questions you might have about these two sessions, happy to answer, okay?
Okay.
Beautiful. So yeah, just like Pavel said, I guess Monday to Friday, I'm an account manager at ZoomInfo. We're a big public company, pretty successful in our space. And it's funny, when I first read the speaker bio prior to this meeting, I think it was on your website, Pavel, you guys put 2.2 mil as my annual quota. You know what's funny is actually changed the numbers this quarter. So my goal is 950K annually. So they a little bit decreased the number of my annual goal, which is still sizable. Don't get me wrong, but the number is different today. So if you guys want to sort of change it, that would be great. Yeah, so just like I said, Monday to Friday, I'm an account manager at ZoomInfo, big public company. Saturday and Sunday, when Pavel asked me to sort of present in front of you guys, talk about best practices, what I learned in my career, I'm happy to do so. Just like he said, I lead a sales advising firm called GLB Sales. We help tech funders, mostly from Eastern Europe, enter the US market. And my biggest focus on prospecting, but we sort of find leads, prospects, how we close deals, how we retain, how we grow the accounts, as well as how we can get the most ROI from your sales team and your tech stack. When I talk to my customers coming from Ukraine, coming from Poland, coming from Portugal, they're trying to enter the US market, one of the biggest challenges that I notice from my customers is a pipeline. Raise your hand if you guys have a pipeline problem. Like you can say, hey, I'm a good closer, like I can close this deal, but I cannot book meetings. Like we have a pipeline problem. We use HubSpot, we use Salesforce, we use Zoho, like there is no opportunities, like there is no deals. There was nothing to close for us this month. Raise your hand if you guys have a pipeline problem. I guess most of the people today, right? Plus we have some people watching us virtually. So I guess everyone's raising their hand. Beautiful. You're not alone. Every single company who's trying to enter the US market, they have a pipeline problem. Outbound is damn hard, is very hard. If you guys know how to do outbound, you as a sales leader, as a founder, as an SDR, as an account executive, like your market value increase significantly just because you can save and wait for incoming leads, people coming from Upwork, people coming from Crunchbase, people coming from Clutch. I don't know any other marketplaces, but basically they come to your website. They come to your doors, they want to do business with your company, right? And then you sort of qualify them, try to do business with them, right? So this is a different perspective. Like this month, you guys don't have any active deals you're supposed to be working on, but you have 5-10 salespeople that you guys paying every single day, every single month. They're on payroll. You got to pay them salaries, commissions, bonuses. Like, I don't know what's your sort of team structure, but so these guys are trying to source business, but they don't have any success with that, right? So the idea of this workshop is to sort of don't be too tactical. Like, I don't want to sort of like, oh, let's talk about in and out, right? We got to do this, but I want to sort of switch your perspective of how you guys have to think about the outbound place. And if you feel like, okay, I want to learn more about this topic, YouTube, Google, Growth Factor, I know you guys run some other amazing workshops. So I think it's going to be valuable. So again, the idea of this workshop is not to change your life by thinking, should I put this CTA or should I change this subject line? The idea of this workshop is to change your thinking, how you should treat outbound plays at your company. Okay. And I guess before we start, Pavel, do you want to share your screen and show me the sequence that you guys prepare for this call?
I just sent you in Telegram. Maybe better if you open and share your screen.
So you want me to click on the links that you sent me and
yeah, just you can share and go forward. And maybe Alina from Uzhgorod, if you can tell also just a couple of words about company, what are you doing, and maybe about this sequence. What for? Have you tried? How did it work? Alina, are you?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, so we're quite young software development company. We're outsourcing company, so we do the full stack development. From the very beginning to the delivery. And what else? We're trying to focus on healthcare, and we don't have a lot of experience, being honest, with the LinkedIn messages, etc. So we're trying, and you see some tries, and I would like to hear your opinion on this. And at the end of this document, there is a real sequence, a real talk with one person, which we lost. So we did something wrong, and maybe you can see right away what was wrong there. So I think it would be
yeah, absolutely. No, that's very helpful. Alina, can you tell me, so you say healthcare companies, right? But who's your ideal customer? Like when it comes to titles, headcount, revenue, location, like what's your ideal customer profile?
Okay, so we're thinking about either startups or maybe small companies, like 5 to 30 people, for example. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we change it a little bit. Usually non-technical. What else? Regarding the revenue, I'm not sure. I cannot tell you the numbers right away. What else did you ask?
It says a headcount. So was it allocated?
Yeah, headcount. I said
the HQ was allocated.
We, at least recently, we tried UK and what else? I think it was Netherlands and Israel. So the example that you see here, the lead is from UK.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, I just want to be honest up front. Like, I mean, LinkedIn in the UK is very different from the US. Your target persona, the person you guys want to do business with, I guess. So what's the title? You guys want to do business with founders, or you're trying to connect with like technical, like CTO or CIO title? Who's your ideal title?
No, we're trying to connect with the CEO or maybe with the vice president, something like that. So non-technical usually.
Vice president of what?
I'm
Alina, let me ask you this, because when you say a headcount 5 to 30 people, most of the companies, between this sort of ballpark, they can afford to have a vice president, if it makes sense. So think about it. Your target title is a VP, and that's what you guys put in LinkedIn. But this title doesn't exist at this company just because like they don't have money to afford a full-time VP.
I understand.
Okay.
Sometimes, if we talk about the company of 50 people, I think they already have VPs. I will check, but let's stick with CEO, okay?
Yeah. It's amazing. And look, guys, this is super important. Like we got to talk about the sequence, but before we talk about the entire logic of this play, we need to understand our ideal customer profile. Because if we don't really understand who we want to talk to and why we should talk to them, like this sequence is just not going to be relevant to me. When you guys receive cold outbound, cold calls, emails, LinkedIn every single day, and it's not relevant to you, to your problems as a business founder of a tech company from Ukraine, you're not going to open it. You might open it, but you're not going to reply because you don't speak my problems. Okay, so let's switch perspective from just talking to any vice president of this company, because this title might not exist, to the founder or the CEO, because that might be different. Okay, so walk me through the sequence really quick. Is it all LinkedIn, or you guys do multiple touches, email, call, voice message, LinkedIn? It's all LinkedIn.
General LinkedIn, no.
Okay, let's go back to the ideal customer profile. Okay. There is a much higher chance to connect with the founder or CEO of the company on LinkedIn just because these guys are active on LinkedIn. Do you guys agree? You guys all active on LinkedIn? If we will be targeting, go ahead. You want to say something?
I think that for small companies, it's more likely to find CEOs on the LinkedIn.
Exactly. And honestly, no matter where you guys coming from, you might be based in London, you might be based in Houston, New York, people are on LinkedIn. They're doing business with each other, they're hiring, they're promoting their companies, right? So if you guys target CEO/founder, because they're different, they might be different, right? LinkedIn is a great place to start.
Okay.
But if you're trying to talk to a technical person, someone who is in IT, someone who is a front-end VP, whatever they call it, right? These people might not live on LinkedIn. Okay, that's why it's important to understand your ideal customer profile. So LinkedIn is a great start. If you want to walk me through your sequence really quick, I'm not going to read it. Just walk me through your sequence. Why did you design it? What's the reason for reaching out? And what's your sort of, like, if you have any positive feedback, let's say out of 100 messages, you got 5 replies, 4 people said no, 1 people said, yeah, let's talk. Like if you have any stats, that would be helpful.
So currently stats are quite negative for us. So I would say that during the last month or maybe 2 months, we had just like 5 positive replies. And one of them it's more or less positive. The person said that, yeah, I would like to have a call with you because we just, hit the target. We asked him, like, we're doing the CRM applications. Do you need one? And he said, yeah, I need exactly CRM application. And then maybe we lost some time. I'm not sure. We proposed the call. We wanted to change the time that he proposed initially. And then he just disappeared. It's a little bit below in the document. Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
So we just said that, yeah, like we're experts. We're doing CRM applications. We're experts in the healthcare as well. So yeah, that was the story.
Yeah. No, it's very helpful. So how do you run the sequence? Is it all automated or you do stuff manually? Just copy paste?
No, we're doing it now manually because we want to see, very, very in detail.
So I guess for content, again, I don't want to take that much time going through every single word. So I think what we're going to do, Alina, in 5 minutes, we just got to build a new sequence. I got to build it with you for your company.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind, okay? And you guys can sort of copy, paste it, change the messaging. And I think it's going to be valuable for everyone. We're sort of building a new sequence live. And,
if someone can help us.
Yeah, we gotta do it together. So my assumption is that you send them a connection request and you play with the messaging. This is option 1. this is option 2, right?
Yeah, a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they accept the invite, reading this message, which I'm not a big fan, and there was a stat that you're not supposed to send anything when you guys try to connect with someone, is rather just leave it blank. There was a high connect rate when you just sort of send connection requests with no messaging. Okay. So, but let's assume they accept the invite. Okay. So that's your first message. You put the first name, I guess. So, so what are you trying to do here? Like, why? Like, my name is John. I live in London. Okay. I mean, I own a healthcare company in London. We might raise seed round, whatever. Why are you reaching out to me? Like, why I need to talk to Alina today?
Good question. Why do you need to talk to me? So I assume that you have some pain, that you need some development services. So I'm trying to check whether this is true.
So you assume.
I'm telling you a little bit about myself, like that I'm representing the company and we can help you solve your problem.
Okay. Can it be straightforward today, or I have to sort of think what I say? No? Can it be straightforward? Guys, I don't care about what you do, to be honest. Is it fair? Like, I mean.
Yeah, I think that you're right. I already had this idea. I think that you care about your problems, not about me and my company.
No, just like everyone, right? I mean, I don't care about your company. I only care about, hey, I have a problem. And honestly, I don't know if I have a problem. Like you said, I assume you might have a problem. You have a pain. I don't have a pain. I'm drinking beer in a pub in West London. Like I'm good. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you guys trying to reach out without reason, like a why reason, like why I should talk to you now. I mean, you got to think about it. Again, when we run a new play, I'll teach you how you guys have to think about intent and compel an event. There has to be a clear reason why you're reaching out to me. Why me? Why now? That's 2 questions you guys have to answer before ever talking to anyone. Why me? Why Kiryl? And why now? That's very important. Okay. I don't even read this message because, again, I receive hundreds of these messages every single day. Email, LinkedIn, I just skip them. Okay. Please feel free to let me know if we could provide our skill assistance to your team at this stage. I mean, okay, I'll let you know. I guess you play with 2 copies, right? This is first message, this is second message, right?
We tried. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. If I don't reply to you, I assume you send me a second message on a second day. It is a second day or it's a third day?
We tried different options, you know. So again, like we tried the second day, we tried in 2 or 3 days, and even in a week, you know, in order to not to be annoying.
Yeah, I like it. You guys don't give up. And look, this is great. Most of the salespeople, let me just tell you from my experience, most of the salespeople, they give up on this stage. They send a message, there's no response, they just give up. I believe there's only like 70% of the people, they don't follow up. They just live it. I don't want to be too mean. I don't want to be too persistent. Like, I want to do business with you. I know you guys have a pain, you have a problem, but I don't want to be too persistent. So, Alina, if your company, if you personally, if you guys send a follow-up message, could be a call, could be a message, could be a LinkedIn voicemail, you guys can leave a voicemail on LinkedIn. If you do it from your mobile phone,
okay.
you should, okay? You should be creative. So you guys sort of go to the top ballpark of the top elite salespeople because they just simply follow up. If you give up on the first day, nothing's gonna happen. Even if I want to do business with your company, but you guys don't follow up, I just forget about you, no matter how good you are. So when you follow up on a second, third day, and you can play with it, just like you said, you can do A/B tests, and you can say, hey, this email has a higher connect response rate. You can play with the numbers, right? So here, what are you trying to do? Like, this is a follow-up. So what's the purpose of this follow-up?
Just to remind about ourselves. So you see, it's very short. Like we tried to connect, but didn't hear from you. Maybe you like skipped the message. Let's try to connect again.
Yeah. Okay. So let's assume I opened the message, I read the message, but I didn't reply to this. Okay.
Mhm.
So what's the purpose of this third message? We usually call it a breakup message. I don't know if you guys ever heard about it. Breakup means that, hey, I got to send you my sort of last email, last message. I don't want to burn the bridges. Hey, you guys need help? Come back to us. But as I call it, like I got to throw a boomerang on you. So I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming myself. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, we didn't have a chance to connect. That's the purpose of the breakup email or breakup message. So what's the purpose of this? I guess it's a last message.
Yeah, but it's not the breakup message. We're trying in this message to like sell our case study to get some interest from the person.
Okay, perfect. So I guess you guys don't make any cold calls. It's all LinkedIn. It's all you guys sort of copy paste the messaging. Do you make any changes? Like when you send a first message, do you customize the first, second part, or you just copy paste and change the last name, first, last name?
Well, just recently we started changing messages. We're trying to do them, more like private, more personal, but I don't have results yet.
Okay, hey, no problems. That's what we're here for. Okay, we're here to fix it. So can you tell me, and again, you don't have to be specific, but can you tell me out of 100 people you were trying to connect with? I don't care where they're located. London, Tel Aviv, Brussels, Kyiv, New York. Out of 100 people you're trying to connect through LinkedIn, okay? How many people reply to any of these messages? Any. Could be day one, could be day two, could be day three.
Yeah, it's about 20 to 25%.
25 out of 100?
Yeah, at least they told us like we're not interested. At least something like that.
Okay, so that's a lot. Do you guys agree it's a lot? 25% reply rate.
But we still don't have results out of this, you see?
Maybe Kiryl, maybe they send only 5 for them.
Or is it connection rate?
Or maybe it's connection rate.
25% is a connect rate.
It's
It's maybe after
sorry, no, you asked me about like any reply on the messages that we sent, right? So it was 20 to 25, right, replies.
That's a lot. Like, look, I don't assume everyone's going to accept your connection request, but let's say out of 100 people who accepted your connection request, 25% reply to one of your messages, correct?
Right.
Do you guys agree this is fucking awesome? I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. And look.
We don't hear you, sorry.
I said it's fucking awesome. It's really good.
No, I heard you, but there.
No, for real. The only issue is, do you remember when I was talking about Alina? So when I was talking about compelling event / intent, people are replying to your messages. They're saying, hey, we're not interested. So I guess the question is like, who we should be reaching out? Like, we're done with this. Like, hey, we should talk to founders / CEO. Like, these guys are active on LinkedIn, right? Let's talk to them. These guys are open their messages. Usually they open their messages, right? And I believe you guys had probably 50, 60% open rate and 25% reply rate, which is amazing. Even if people say, hey, I'm not interested, it's fucking awesome. At least you can work with them, right? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So there is a reason why people are not interested. And we're going to talk about this later, okay? But you said you have a real screenshot of a message when you spoke with Krish. I guess we should open it because, again, it will go to YouTube. I don't want to sort of hover the last name of the person. But can you tell?
You shouldn't see the last name in this messages. We blur it. Yeah.
I won't see the last name, right? It just no company, no last name.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So tell me what's going on. Like, you started the sequence, the person accepted your connect request, you sent a message. So what's going on here?
Yeah, and as you can see, we told him a little bit about our company and we mentioned this CRM. And that's why we hit the target because, as you can see, we're interested in adding a CRM. Yeah, then we're telling like, yeah, we have an expertise in this. Then he doesn't answer. As you can see, there are a lot of messages. And then he says, yeah, do you want me to call? Then we ask him like, can we do it a little bit later, another time, or maybe next week? And that's it. He disappeared.
So you guys do custom CRM
Yes.
software development
Yes.
for healthcare? Custom CRM development, software development for healthcare, right? So he's saying, hey, we're interested in adding a CRM to our learning platform, which is LMS. That's how they call it, right? To manage customers onto the system. Is a project something you've done? So I guess you were talking about like what you guys have done, but he was ghosting you for a while, and yeah, call me Monday morning.
Yeah, and it was his last, I think, yeah, it was his last message.
Okay. So he's just been ghosting you, right? Basically.
Sorry,
He's just been ghosting you, right? He wants to talk to you, but he didn't commit to jump on a call. Did you send him an invite?
To the call, we tried, but we don't have his, we didn't find his email. I'm not sure why. Yeah. That's a good question that I will ask my marketing team, by the way. Yeah.
Are you the founder of the company?
Yes.
Ping me on LinkedIn. I'll send you a few links how you guys can find emails, right? I mean, it's not, do you guys agree it's not a big deal to find the emails these days? Do you guys all agree? Like,
yeah, and I know that my marketing team is doing this somehow, but I didn't control it, being honest.
Yeah, no, and it's fine. Like, you pay for your mistakes. So what I would do is Christian, okay? As soon as he responds me at 1:54 p.m. my time, his time, whatever, I would just use software like Zoom Info. It could be any other database. I will find his email and I will find his mobile number. People are resistant to cold calls in the UK. It's very different culture from North America. Even Canada is different from the States. Mexico, it's a completely different world. I'm talking about the States only, okay? Again, I was calling people in the UK, very different culture, but if you have value to provide to this company, and if you guys had a conversation on LinkedIn, if I would be you, like if I would be a founder of this company and this deal costs you like 10, 20, 50, 100K plus, I would just give him a call. I would stop my sequence right away and I would just give him a call. And you can tell it's a cold call because he doesn't expect this. But because you guys had a sort of some interaction on LinkedIn, you say your last name, you call your company, like he's gonna be like, at least he will give you a chance. You know what I'm saying? You can keep doing back and forth on LinkedIn. You can send him a follow-up email, like, why you ghosting me? Like, I went through the stuff before and it's all fine. People are busy. So the goal is here to connect. We got to do a role play after this. Don't worry. We got to play a little. We got to play Christian. We can switch back and forth. The goal is to call, schedule a meeting, and provide value on this call. We're not going to sell anything on this call. The purpose is to ask a few questions, to spark his curiosity, and schedule a meeting. It has to be a commitment from both sides. He said, hey, call me, I believe it's Friday. Call me on Friday, 11.
Yeah, it was.
Friday morning, about 11 a.m. UK time. What I would do if someone responds to you with a date and time, go find his email and just send him an invite. Put agenda in the invite. Put 30 minutes, put 1 hour, whatever works for you. But I would rather do a Zoom call with someone than calling someone and talking about business. Like, I want to see this person. I want to share my screen. I want to ask questions, right? And I want this guy to be prepared for this call. I want him to do some research about my company. So he knows what we do. I don't have to, this is what we do, okay? So I would just send him an invite. So you can do it now, actually. So what I would do, like, if you guys miss a date, what I would do, if you put, hey, Friday, 11 a.m. UK time, I would just put a blank invite for next Friday, which is August When was his last reply? Was it this Friday or was last Friday?
No, it was in the end of May.
Oh my God, no, it's been a while.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's a problem.
yeah. Do you know what I would do? I would just find his email.
Mhm.
I would send him a blank invite on
Next Friday, same time that he proposed.
yeah. Look, you can do Friday and just put optional for him, for Christian. So you sort of like, he can still manage the time, like he can sort of adjust the schedule if he has to, but you can follow up the email and say, hey, Christian, I just sent you an invite. I'm not sure if you can make it on Friday, 11 a.m. I'm sorry we didn't make it last month. It's been 2 months almost, right? July. But hey, let's reconnect. I'm not sure if it's a top priorities these days, but hey, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I don't want you to see it as a sales call or anything, but you can send a screenshot of his LinkedIn showing that, hey, I've been trying to connect. I guess it's important for you. Let's talk. At least I want to understand your current state where you guys have challenges. I'll show you what we've done. And even if you don't have need today, let's just stay in touch. So next year, when this guy have a problem and has money to invest, instead of going to Upwork or Clutch, he's going to think about Lena, the person, the founder of this company who will proactive, reaching out to him, knowing his problems, working with the same ideal customer profile, having case studies, and instead of me going to Upwork, Clutch, submitting any bullshit quotes, I got to come to Alina. I got to do business with Alina.
Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Do you want any other feedback before we start? We can build a new sequence, honestly, but I was just wondering if you have any questions before we switch.
I don't. Maybe somebody else has.
Do you guys have any questions on this specific sequence that Alina created, her sales/marketing team, whatever?
Yes, I wanted to ask about the first message. You said that nobody cares about your company, and maybe we shouldn't describe it. Will we talk later about it, or maybe you can explain what we should display in the first message instead?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you talking about like the very first message, or are you talking about like the connection request?
No, the connection request is fine. Yeah, I'm talking about the first message.
Yeah. No, it's a great question. So when I gotta be building a new sequence for Alina and her company, okay, I gotta walk you through this process. I'll explain you how I think about it. Okay. So I think it's gonna be valuable to see it in action. Okay.
Sure.
Good question though. Do you guys have any other questions before we start?
Let's start.
Who wants to do a sequence with Alina? Beautiful. Nobody's excited, but I'm excited, guys. I don't know, because I know there was the money in this sequence, and if you guys execute properly, you'll get a lot of success with that. Okay. So let me create a new Google Doc. And just a quick heads up, you guys as tech founders, next time you interview someone for a sales role, could be account executive, could be account manager, could be SDR, could be SDR director, whatever title is, head of sales. If you guys run in an interview process, I notice most of the people, they talk about stuff like, hey, I've done this and that. Ask them to show you how they gotta do sequence live, how they think, how they build sequence right in front of you, because you can't fake it. Like I can talk about sequences all day long, but when you guys see me building sequences with Alina for her company, it's a game changer. Do you guys all agree?
Yeah.
So next time you hire someone for a sales team, ask them to do something for you live. Either build a sequence or sell you a product or service. Just do live interaction, okay? So let's call it, do you guys understand the difference between outbound play and sequence? What's the difference between these two?
No, I don't.
Anyone?
The combination of outbound players.
1 second.
Outbound plays a combination of different channels and messages.
Right.
Is the question, is it correct?
And what is sequence? It could be a sequence, could be a cadence, could be a sales flow. That 3 different names. So what is a sequence?
Well, then I don't know the answer, because the outbound, we called cadence, also a combination of different, like you have a call, then you have a message, and you have email, etc. So what's your definition?
Yeah, so my definition, and you guys can Google just to sort of better understand the language. So my definition, outbound play is a strategy, is a logic, is who, why, when, how we're reaching out to the person, to the company. It's sort of your strategy, it's your plan, okay? And sequence is a part of this plan, is a part of an outbound play. Sequence is your execution. With a messaging, with a logic, with a workflow. You understand the difference. It's very, very important. Okay. So Alina, what's the name of your company?
ABNK.
ABN.
K. At the
Sorry?
end, K. K. The last letter is K. Like Kiryl, yes.
ABNK, and what it stands for? Just curious.
Oh, that's a long story behind of this. Yeah. So can we skip it?
Okay. So yeah, so for this certain example, I'm not gonna be targeting UK prospects, pretty much anyone in Europe or Latin America. I just gotta focus on North America, specifically, let's say Texas, because Texas has a lot of healthcare startups and companies who service healthcare industry in general. Because Houston, for example, has the highest population of hospitals in America. One of them. Okay, so let's just do US CEO healthcare. So by healthcare, do you mean like tech startups or what? Like who we're trying to do business with?
Yes, it's more like tech startups rather than hospitals or something like that.
Okay. Let's do health. I'm glad I have Grammarly on my laptop. So it's gonna help me to adjust the messaging. Okay, so we named the outbound play. When you guys do sequences, either through Engage or Polo or Outreach or Sales Off, this is the name of our play. We just gotta name it, like the logic, right? Alina and her company, we're reaching out to US-based CEO tech startups, specifically in healthcare. Okay, so for location, so let's do other important attributes. So these guys, you said they have between 5 to 30 employees.
Maybe more, maybe to 20.
So 520, right? 5 to 20. Location, let's do Texas. All Texas, right? CST. So what else? Do they have any other important attributes?
Yeah, of course they have budget. Okay, so usually if we look at clients that we have at the moment, they have some innovations, some innovative devices, for example.
Okay.
So it won't be a CRM. Okay. Yes.
So quick question, do they have any CRM in place? Like, is it sort of, yep.
I'm just trying to like clarify the ICP, and I don't want to look at the CRM. I would like to look at other companies a little bit. So like tech startups, you just said, right, which do some innovations, some innovative devices, for example.
So it's not healthcare.
But they do this for the healthcare.
So they do, like, what is innovation devices? Like, do they develop like a hardware? Like, is it software? It's a hardware.
They do the hardware. Sometimes they have some software development inside.
For me, it sounds complicated already. You lost me. You lost me. Look, I don't have experience selling hardware, but we'll do our best today. Healthcare hard.
It can be a wristband, for example.
You're making my life harder today. Thank you. Question. So, do they have any CRM in place? What do they have as a CRM?
Elizabeth Holmes, I think you need to know her.
Yeah. Do they have any CRM in place? It's important attribute.
Do you want to play with CRM? Really?
No, my question, I guess, like I need to know before building a sequence, like I want to understand the logic, like
No,
one
I
reaching
don't.
out
I
to
don't think.
people.
No, I don't think that they have CRM,
So they use spreadsheets for CRM.
for example.
You see, guys, how important is this? Like if we don't know this stuff, this sequence that I gotta be building doesn't make sense.
Ah,
If these guys that use spreadsheets as a CRM, you gotta use this language in your sequence. You gotta speak their language. If they use Airtable as a CRM, or they use spreadsheet as a CRM, or they use notebook as a CRM, you gotta speak their language. And this is extremely important because you're trying to come to this business and you're trying to challenge their status quo. I'm the founder of the company. I have 20 employees in Houston, Texas. I'm an old school guy. I might raise some money, but it's not important. I'm fine doing business in spreadsheet. Have Alina reaching out to me from Ukraine, Slava Ukraine, and trying to do business with me, and trying to do business with me, right? So you need to understand the important attributes before reaching out to your prospect. It's not about the messaging. Forget about the messaging, what we're gonna build in a minute. Like this stuff is important.
okay.
So knowing if they have CRM or they don't have CRM is extremely important.
Let's assume they don't have CRM.
Beautiful. So no CRM. Is it a challenge? Do you feel like it's a challenge for this business if they don't have a CRM?
Yes, it can be. It can be because if they have more and more clients, for example, for their wonderful hardware they developed, they will need it.
Okay.
And now we need to sell it.
Okay. Beautiful. Anything else you want to add to this list?
I'm not sure. Can you tell me, will we write something about the buyer person also?
Yeah, it's a great question. So ICP in B2B, you guys have to create two profiles, one for company, one for persona. I don't want to run the entire workshop about ICP, the importance of ICP. I just need some sort of keywords for this example to help you to build a sequence. But it's extremely important to break down all the company and contact attributes. It will help you with the messaging. Okay, we're not going to talk about the specifics right now because it will take a lot of time, but it's a great question. You should definitely know about your ICP on a company level and a contact level. Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful. So for a play logic, let me take it from here. So when I worked in an enterprise segment at Coursera, I remember my sequence was sort of like 18 touches, 20, 30 days, lots of calling, lots of automated emails. But it was like 2-3 years ago where people sort of like, oh, what sequence? Let's try it. These days, everyone runs sequence. Even in Ukraine, you guys have your own best practices. You have companies like Belkins, Reply. There's a lot of companies coming from Ukraine where you guys do sequences through Apollo, through Engage, through Reply, Milkshakes. There's a lot of software today that help you to automate your outreach. Do you agree with me? You did it yourself and someone else did it for you when they were trying to connect with your company. Okay, so my logic 2 years ago was, hey, let's do a long sequence, 20, 30 days, 18, 20 touches, and eventually one day they'll respond to me. Today, I don't do this, period. Best sales reps, not just me, but like what I see on LinkedIn, like people talking about this every day. The idea is to do a short sequence where it's going to be automated. Half of the sequence is going to be automated. But the idea is to do short and sweet, challenge your status quo, book a meeting, or at least to figure out the next step. Be aggressive on the first days and the last days. By aggressive, I mean having multiple touches in one day. Different channels. But we're not going to do like a 20 days, 30 day sequence. It just doesn't make sense in this segment. I would say enterprise could be different these days. So if you guys target enterprise accounts, you can still run long sequences. Those executives are busy. It makes sense to be less aggressive and sort of like, hey, 20, 30 days, 15, 20 touches. It's a decent play. Just make sure you do a lot of custom touches. But when you do CEO or founder at a 50, 20 people company, what I would do, I would just do 5-day sequence.
Mhm.
Day 1. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Okay. That's my sequence. I gotta break down the messaging. We gotta run a short script, but that's the idea. Instead of 20 days, I just gotta do 5 days. And my goal is to book a meeting with Alina's prospect in 5 days. There was no response, no success, no meeting. I have another strategy how to execute. Put them in another sequence, give it a month or two just to sort of chill. I know how to execute, okay? But I gotta do a short, sweet sequence with a lot of touches. And my goal is to book a meeting or decide on the next step in 5 days. Okay?
Okay.
So before I start, remember when I was talking about compelling event and intent signals? Who wants to raise their hand and tell me what intent does and what compelling event means? 2 of these words. What is this? Someone from you guys, from the audience.
Any ideas?
Why me? Why you?
Nobody? Really?
It was 2 questions about why me, why you, what's the problem we can solve.
Okay. So, no, again, my question is like, how do you understand intent? What intent does? Intent. And what compelling event means? 2 of these words. It's very important.
Okay, so intent like intention, right? So what are we going to propose? Or why are we connecting with this person, maybe?
Okay,
Okay,
good. And how about compelling event?
no idea.
Compelling event?
Can be a compelling event say that, hey, we are in the same LinkedIn group. Let's be in touch.
We have something.
Yes, that we have something in common.
Okay. Yes and no, but good try. I like it. Guys, listen. When someone asks you a question, you don't know the answer.
Maybe something like this. God bless, I find you.
I like it. Listen, guys, what I would do, because again, it's fine if you don't know the answer. I gotta be talking like outbound play, like you don't know the answer to this, like what outbound play means. Just Google compelling event meaning. Just try it right now in Google. In English, not in Ukrainian, not in your language, just put compelling event meaning. Intent in sales meaning. It's extremely important to understand the difference between 2 of this and what they both mean. So if you guys can Google right now what intent means and what compelling event means, it will change your life, I promise.
Okay, so I have the answer from ChatGPT. Refers to significant occurrence or incident that has a strong impact on people, motivating them to take action or change their perspective. It can be something like a personal achievement or a breakthrough or a negative event such as a tragedy or a crisis. These events have the power to evoke emotions, inspire or drive individuals to make decisions or embrace new opportunities. So like, should we say something about the war? It can be an example of this event, or
bad example. One of them, but
bad example, negative, yeah.
And intent. All right, so guys, this is super important. If you understand these 2 words today, I don't care about role plays, like we're gonna do one, but if you just focus on these 2 words today, I think your life is gonna be different. I promise. Okay. Listen, compelling event. When I'm an SDR or account executive or founder like Alina, doing prospecting, trying to connect with someone, I open your LinkedIn page, I open your website, I open Apollo, I open ZoomInfo, I open any database. Compelling event, there is something happening at your company, something happening, and it's public. You lost money. You filed bankruptcy. You raised money, Crunchbase. You raised money. You went from round A to round B. You just hired the new CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. Or you're looking for a software engineer with a remote location. You don't care about the location. It has to be remote. It's compelling. It's public. Everyone has access to this. They should have access to this at least. So compelling event, we call it scoop at ZoomInfo. It's a public information. Company earnings, big public companies, they post their earnings quarterly. It's a scoop. It's a compelling event. You reaching out to someone because of compelling event, it's a good reason to reach out.
Okay, got it.
Alina is looking for a new SDR for her sales team. Kiryl, GLB Sales, Kiryl ZoomInfo is going to be reaching out to Alina, trying to talk about software, trying to talk about strategy, because if she is hiring, means that she is growing. She has goals. She needs to book pipeline. Someone is going to close this pipeline. She has a prospecting problem. She needs to have someone on her team covering this problem. I got to be reaching out if I can help her to bridge the gap here. It's a public, compelling event. Guys, very important. For most of you, if you guys do software development, web development, app development, whatever you guys call it, service business, right? Compelling event, in most cases, is a hiring or new executive. At ZoomInfo, we have special trackers where I can sort of see the moves, like executive from this company moving to another company. Your first 30, 60, 90 days, 90% of your tech stacks that you have to bring with you, with your tech team, it's just gonna happen from months 1 to month 3. After this, there is no way I gotta sell you anything because I already signed the contract. You might connect with me next quarter, next year, but just too late. So compelling event, when someone joins a company and you know this person is likely to do business with your company, so they just move from company A to company B. You gotta go talk to this company within the first 30, 60, 90 days. Because this executive is gonna be making strategic decisions, who they wanna work with, who they wanna partner, who they wanna outsource, who they wanna outstaff. Like it's just all happening in the first quarter. It's called compelling event. It's a good time to reach out to someone. Very good time, I promise. Second, intent. Intent means that I want this. I need remote software team. I don't care where's allocated. India, Israel, Ukraine, I don't care. Like I need these guys who specialize on Java and specific sector. Healthcare, they speak my language, tax, healthcare, Houston. You have at least one case study in Houston. I'm trying to find this vendor who speak my language, who understand my problems. When someone has intense signal, and you might have different levels from low to high. Low means that I think it's nice. I think I should do this, but I'm not sort of taking actions. But I'm aware of my problem. Like I cannot afford to have 5 people in house because they're expensive. My CFO asked me to cut the budget in twice. But I need to keep the quality of people. I cannot afford to have 1 senior and 4 or 5 junior specialists in my team. Like I need specialists. Where I should go? Yeah, I can work with Brazil. I can work with Colombia. I can work with Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Like at least now I gotta be thinking like, what should I do? Like how I can outsource or outstaff. That sound like how I can work with them. I either have a previous experience working with these vendors or it's sort of new to me. It's a new world, okay? High level of intent means that someone went to Upwork, your beautiful favorite Upwork, or Clutch, or founders community on Slack. Could be anything, right? And they just post publicly, guys, I'm looking for a team of software engineers. Poland, Ukraine, Bulgaria. I don't care. This is my budget. This is what I need to do. Help me. It's a high level of intent. It doesn't mean I gotta buy, but I'm actively shopping. I'm talking to different vendors.
Okay.
Okay. So now listen, it's very important for Lena, for her specific case, and you guys all different. My goal is not to think about like what the play logic should be. It's important. We'll figure out later. What's really important is to find a compelling event, we call it scoop, and find intent signal from low to high.
Kiryl?
Yep.
Just to notice, there's 1 hour left for our role play as well. So how do we manage time?
Yeah, it's fine. I want to finish the sequence. We got to do the role play later. We have time. It's fine. We'll make it in 2 hours. It's fine.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I think it's very important to explain the difference, because if we don't understand the difference, we got to do role play. We got to do tactical stuff. And you're like, yeah, it's kind of nice, but what we got to do next? Like how we should execute. So your goal, guys, is to find a compelling event and intent signal. When you want to talk to healthcare startups in Houston, Texas, compelling event may be, hey, they move from C to round A. And these guys, they just hired the new VP of engineering. They have money to invest, but they don't have experience working with any tech vendors like Alina. Okay, they need help with CRM because they were using spreadsheets or Airtable, but the investors, they're asking them, hey guys, you need HubSpot or Salesforce, or they need something custom specifically for their industry, for their specific use case. So again, in most of the cases, compelling event, you should be hiring and new executive. There's many other compelling events that might be happening in the world. Company expanding, new locations, company visiting your website, intent signal. You can track it with Clearbit, with websites, ZoomInfo, like you can sort of keep track of your website, like who's visiting your website. If you guys use HubSpot, there was a website tracker, right? It's a compelling event. Intent signal. Is it low or high? You got to figure out. By using software like ZoomInfo, for example, you can actually narrow down the list of companies who are actively searching for your products or services in real time. Today, last week, last month. The idea is to reach out to someone with a very early on in the buying process. Because once these guys went to Upwork or Clutch, they don't go there because they love it. They hate this because they know the competitions, they know the quotes, they know all of this hustle and dealing with different vendors from different countries and different time zones. They don't want this. They want to find a perfect vendor, the vendor who knows their problems, and they want to work on a project to make sure it fits their budget, commitments, contracts, like terms. It has to be clear for them, right? There's a clear exit strategy, that kind of stuff. But like the idea is to reach out to these people before they go to Upwork, before they go to Clutch. Do you guys understand? It's very important. This is outbound.
Kiryl, may I ask one more question? So if you're starting out stuff, it's clear that you can track like hiring, like new vacancies, and that's all. But if you work as outsourced company, we cannot like publicly see that like customer might need like a new mobile app. What to do in this case?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So again, if you guys care about mobile apps, like that's your business, like you guys outsource your people and you develop mobile apps. Again, there is a software like ZoomInfo. It's instead of just sort of keep track of hiring, which is great. It's a great intent signal. You can also keep track of what they're searching for. If they want to build an app using a certain language, could be Python, could be Java. Guys, I'm not a technical guy. Don't challenge me, okay? But they're searching for something. And it's a specific keywords, like the technology you guys use. Let's say you're best in front end, Angular, whatever, and you just only do Angular. If customer is looking for Angular, like you can see intent signal related to this topic. There's a lot of ways how you can find intent signal. Trust me. When someone posts a job post on LinkedIn, they usually mention the technologies. Like they know what they're looking for. So if you guys do outsourcing, I guess, I mean, it's a different conversation. They might probably see that people in the house, but if they hire remote, like you can always talk about this to see if you can find some feed. It's a good question. I would just focus on technologies, honestly. Yeah. So let's say the startups that we want to talk to, they just hired the new VP of engineering. And let's say the intent signal from low to high, we identify it's low. It's early on. They just want to do business with someone, right? But they're not sure yet. So day one, what I would do, I would just call them. I will call them twice. It's called double tap. I will leave a voicemail. I would send an email. And I would say LinkedIn Connect. That's my first day. Day two, I would just send email, follow-up email. Day three, I would have a break. So nothing on day three, guys, okay? Day four, I will call.
Great day.
So this time, no voicemail. Call, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn voice message. And break up email. So let's say we start our sequence on Monday. By Friday, I gotta finish my sequence. Total 5 days. How many touches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 touches.
You count double touch calls as a 2 touches?
Yeah, I call it double tap. To be honest, if it's a cold call and if it's a completely cold outreach and you guys not sure if it's gonna work for you, like you never had this experience before, honestly, I would just remove one cold call just for you to feel comfortable so we can bring the number from 11 to 10 because this one is a little bit aggressive. I agree. So my expectation is like people read emails, people read LinkedIn. Of course, if they accepted your request, right? And if they don't reply by my second email, which is day 2, day 5, they just got to receive a breakup email from me. So as a founder of a company, if I receive 3 emails from someone, I got to guess if it's automated or it was custom. If I receive more than 3, 4, 5 emails, I know it's automated. I don't want to do business with this company. Because today you guys can sort of automate everything. You can automate your value prop by using software like Clay. It takes data from different sources. Basically, AI can help you build sequence. I'm not competing with people. Like when I'm building this stuff, I'm competing with AI. There is a software called Reggie. So if you guys, I don't know how to build a sequence, Kiryl, like I'm not sure, Reggie AI. Like this stuff builds sequence for you. You just have to submit your ideal customer profile. Like this software is going to build a sequence for you with the logic, with the messaging. You just have to put in your sales engagement software. You just have to execute. Like this stuff is not hard. Do you know what's hard? ICP is hard. This is hard. Very hard. And you have softwares that cost lots of money that actually help you to identify compelling demand, intent signals, better understand your ICP. I'm not competing with you guys, with your sales reps. I know they're all great.
Kiryl,
I'm competing with AI, who can build a sequence for me. Yes.
yeah, just we had like short talk with Konstantin Mirin about ICP. Has some also doubts. Kostya, do you want to talk? Say
about ICP, guys. Let's do all the questions at the end because I want to make sure that we made it on time. I have a whole video about ideal customer profile on my YouTube channel, and I'll reply to this later. I just want to make sure we cover the topic and we have a role play. Okay.
Okay, let's go with it. Maybe if there's time. Okay, go.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions about the logic, like how I'm thinking, like why I'm calling, emailing on the first day, why it's so aggressive on the first day, why it's less aggressive on the second day, why I don't take any actions on day 3, and why I send a breakup email on day 5? Like, do you have any questions related to this? Like why I think this way?
Yeah, Kiryl, it's also yeah. My question is breakup email. It means finish. We're not gonna call you anymore. So far, right?
Yeah, it's kind of what I expected from Alina. Honestly, on our third message, we call it breakup. So breakup, it's like you have a girlfriend and you feel like, okay, you don't want to move forward. Okay, so breakup is like we just have to sort of separate. Okay,
yeah, just to give you a perspective, we also had yesterday another mentor speaker, Dem. He's currently in Uzhgorod, and he shared with us I think it was not fully automated sequences, right? It was manually, but some sequences actually passed a couple years. Dem, yeah, he actually manual, yeah, it was manual, but he was hunting for companies like which is on the stock exchange market, right? Really big, and it takes sometimes 2 years. And now he's showing us it's only one week sequence. And I was thinking, yeah, it seems like 2 different approaches. Is it too short? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's beautiful. Yep.
Can you explain your logic, please?
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful question. That's kind of questions I want to hear today. So guys, really quick, I gotta explain the logic, like how I think. It's very important. And so after this, what we gotta do, because I wanna leave some time for role plays. Okay. So I gotta build the very first email because it's custom. The rest is gonna be automated. Follow-up email is gonna be automated. It's gonna be sent on your behalf. You don't have to worry about this. Breakup email is gonna be automated. It's gonna be same exact language that you guys are gonna use with prospect 1, prospect 2, prospect 3. The only difference is variables. By using software like ZoomInfo Engage, Apollo, Outreach, Sales Off, you can change the variables. Like you don't have to do manual every single time, but you can change name, company name, some sort of value prop. Like you can play with this. You can do A/B testing. You can do a lot of great stuff. As for now, I just got to do one email. I'll show you how I think. But when it comes to the logic, so let's say there was someone in Texas, Houston, Texas, right? So the founder of the company, they raised money. They went from seed to round A, right? So these guys, they just hired a new VP of engineering. And so this guy has 30, 60, 90 days to bring a game plan to the founder of the company, because the founder is going to pitch this game plan to the investors. That's how you guys have to think about your ideal customer profile, to show how they gotta save money on tech stack. They want them to be efficient. We just had massive layoffs in America. You guys all heard about it. People want efficiency. Okay, that's where you come into play. So they don't have CRMs, they have spreadsheets, just like you said. It could be Airtable, could be spreadsheet, we're not sure. How we found it? Again, by using Apollo, by using ZoomInfo, by using any other software, you can click on a company, pretty much any company. It could be a LinkedIn page, could be a website, and you can see that tech stack. Was it used for website? Was it used for marketing? Was it used for CRM? Was it used for infrastructure? Is it Amazon, AWS, or it's Google Cloud, whatever, right? This information is not 100% accurate, but it's something to sort of, let's have a conversation. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I thought you guys don't have CRM, but still, let's talk. Like, let's see if I can add value. My software showed me that you guys still use spreadsheets. Oh, you guys use HubSpot, perfect. How's life going these days with HubSpot? And if you know you cannot provide value to this business, just move on. Okay, so let's say we found out these guys, they use spreadsheets. And Alina, remind me, do you guys plan, do you guys offer to build custom CRM, or you integrate with HubSpot, with Salesforce, and you play as a middleman? You kind of resell the software and you build models on top.
Yeah, we're selling custom CRM, but I think that guys will have questions, because really for this portrait, CRM is not a perfect fit, being honest.
Look, look,
But
it could be not a perfect fit.
I don't want to break. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Look, let's just assume you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it will be custom CRM.
Okay. Let's just assume you guys do custom CRM. It could be anything, right? Most of these guys who are sitting here, they do something else. Let's just assume it's CRM. Okay. So you guys develop custom CRM, and you can tell the value of having a custom CRM in that particular stage, where they just came from seed round, they raised money, they need better dashboards, they need better analytics, they need better automation, and they need better tracking system / clients portal for them. Who they work with, dentists, I don't care. Like you come up with
dentist, okay.
Yeah, it could be anyone. It has to be easy to use, mobile friendly sort of clients portal. Okay.
Okay.
So again, this is just my perspective, but I don't want to put you in a sequence. If I call you twice, I had a chance to connect with you, you tell me no, and I'm sort of playing dumb, but I'm like still putting you in a sequence where I know it's not relevant to you, but you still got to be receiving other emails from me. When someone's like, why are you calling me? Send me an email. Like, look, I'm happy to send you an email, but what do you want in this email? Think about it. Like, I'm giving you a call today. We're going to do role plays later, okay? I'm giving you a call today because I assume, I'm not sure if we can help you, but I assume that you guys need custom CRM, because we work with other companies just like yours in Houston, Texas, and we know their pain points. Like, we know where these guys are struggling. We help with different tech stack, but I know top priority for most companies who just raise money is a custom CRM. Do you guys have everything in place? No, we use spreadsheet. We're good. Don't call me. Send me an email. I want this. I want to have this conversation. So when I call someone, and look, I only call cell phones. I don't waste time on direct dials or HQs. Of course, I can try them. But if I want to do business with someone, I got to make a call. Like, I got to call yourself, because there's a much higher chance that you as a founder, that you as a CEO, you have your iPhone with you every single day. And there's a much higher chance that if I just send you a LinkedIn, if I send you an email, just like anyone else, I just got to ignore it. Even if Alina has a perfect company, perfect team, I have to work with them. I don't have to waste my time going to Crunchbase, going to Clutch, going to Upwork, LinkedIn, looking for the talent. Like, I don't have time for this. I want to spend time with my family, with my dog. I don't want to hang out on Upwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to give you a call. And the reason why I'm calling twice, and there was a workshop around cold calls. I gotta show you later how it works. But so we have some sort of best practices. So when you guys click zoom in for cold calling, we have an entire workshop designed around cold calling. And people were talking about the efficiency of a double tap. Like, I know for some of you, like, you never made cold calls in your life. And it's fine. If you don't feel like making 2 calls at the same time, it's fine. It's up to you. I make 2 calls because I know there was a high connect rate and at least I have a chance to talk to you. But I always have a clear reason why I'm calling you. I'm not calling people because I want to talk to them. I'm calling people because I want to do business with you. So I call people twice. There is a much high chance that I call someone, they don't pick up. I call them again. I have a chance to speak with them. Let's say they don't pick up.
Okay.
I leave a voicemail. Again, you can do a custom voicemail. You can say, hey, that was Kiryl calling with, what was the company name? A, B, and K. Hey, you don't have to call me back. I got to shoot you a message. Please, could be an email. Hey, I got to shoot you an email. Please, let me know what you think. Again, Kiryl from ABC company, whatever. Boom. And I got to shoot you an email. This email could be custom, could be automated. My ideal strategy is like where you sort of take a script. The first part of the message could be automated. And I'm sorry, the first part has to be custom and the second part could be automated.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. It has to be something relevant to them. And you guys send a LinkedIn connect, I would just leave it blank. Like I wouldn't do it like, hey, let's talk, or I just gave you a call. Honestly, I would just
Agree.
keep it blank. There's the statistics about this, like you guys can read this stuff, but I would just leave it blank. So this is day 1. Let's say I call someone on Monday. Twice, I leave a voicemail, I send an email, LinkedIn connect. No response. Day 2, I send a follow-up email and it's automated. I don't do anything. I'm doing something else. I'm talking to someone else. I'm putting more prospects in my sequence, but follow-up email sort of automated because I use software that helps me with a certain logic to send an auto email on this day at that particular time. Do you understand? Follow-up email, it's automated.
Yes.
LinkedIn message, again, there's a software that helps you to automate stuff. I like to do everything manually on LinkedIn. Again, it's up to you. If they accept your connection request, you can send a LinkedIn message. I'm not a big fan of email. You can send a cold email to pretty much anyone on LinkedIn if you guys are on the paid version, right? I didn't have success with email. If you guys had success, please let me know. I didn't have success personally, so I don't waste my time. It's very salesy, very cold. I try to stay away from this because everyone does it, and I'm not a huge fan. So let's assume day 1, day 2, no response. But let's say we can see they're opening our messages, but there was no response. Do you know there was another reason why people don't respond to your emails? Do you know what's the reason, Alina?
They are busy. They don't have time right now.
Yes. And
or
there was
they
another.
Or they are not interested.
or Alina, I'm very interested. Alina, listen. Or I'm very interested. I have money. All the problems that I'm facing today, you spoke on the first email, like it's extremely relevant to me. The only reason I'm not reaching out to you, like I'm not replying to your emails, it's just I'm afraid that if I reply to your email, you schedule a meeting with me, you qualify me as a prospect, I got to do business with your company. You just got to close me. There's another reason why people are not replying to your emails. So you have to think about it. You have to be proactive. Yeah, you have to switch your mindset. If someone doesn't reply to your emails, just call them, okay? So
I'm sorry. Can you please repeat the reason?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So one of guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. So one of the reasons why someone is not replying to your cold outreach, it just they know that you did a great job. You did your homework. You know stuff about that company. You know you can make a difference. You know you can provide value. But they just don't want to be in your sales funnel for some reason. For some reasons, they don't want to jump on a call with you because they know if they jump on a call with you, they got to buy from you. You got to close the deal. And for some reason, probably they're scared or probably they have bad experience with another vendor in the past. There's another reason. It's not on you, it's on them. But you don't know this, and I notice you guys take it too personal. Oh my God, I crafted this perfect email. He opens this 5 times and she never replied to me. Gotta make a call, okay?
Mhm.
So look, day 3, I gotta let them rest. I don't want to be too persistent. I want to be proactive. I want to be reaching out to these guys. But day 3, I want them to chill. Because what I notice, most of the people, they think, okay, this guy working for Alina, Kiryl was trying to reach out 2 days in a row. I was ignoring him because I know if I jump on the call with this guy, I gotta buy from this company. Like, I don't want this, right? So day 3, there was a break. No interaction, 0 from your side. And I'm like, Wednesday, I can breathe. Okay. And I'm like, hopefully these guys, they forget about me. But they're good. They're very good. I did my homework about this company because there's a link in an email signature. So when I click on this link, I can read everything about ABMK. So when someone asks me a question, hey, why you shouldn't introduce yourself? I work at this company. We provide value. Nobody cares about your company. But you guys put, hey, that was Alina, that was Kiryl. I'm a CRM advisor at ABMK company with a hyperlink. They click on the link, they go to a website. And if you guys have a good website, they will probably reply to an email, or they gotta submit a form on your website, they gotta talk to your sales team as an inbound lead. But why does it become inbound lead? Because of outbound, because you came to these guys first. Because you know they should do business with you. Okay? So day 3, I'll let them rest. Day 4, I call them. Let's just call them once. Just once, okay? No voice messages, nothing. But if you guys want to be creative, on day 4, I would either leave a LinkedIn voice message, or you can send a text. Let's say they didn't accept your LinkedIn. You can just send a text. Text means SMS.
Okay.
Multiple channels. I don't know where you got to respond. I'm going to probably skip your email. I'm going to probably skip your calls. But if you text me.
Kiryl? Kiryl, what about WhatsApp?
Again, guys, think of your persona. It's a brilliant question. You look at your ideal customer profile. And if my founder, based in São Paulo, Brazil, on Santa Catarina, or Rio de Janeiro, they use WhatsApp in Brazil, just like you guys use Telegram for everything. And if I'm trying to do business with Pavel, and I call him, you guys don't do cold calls in Ukraine. I send him a text, I send him an email, I send him LinkedIn, no response. I gotta come after his kids. I gotta look where they go to school instead of like, hey, let's follow them. No. But I know Pavel, he's super active on Telegram, or he's super active on WhatsApp. I'm not gonna run the entire sequence on WhatsApp, just like you did, Alina, with LinkedIn. It's all LinkedIn based. Hey, but I gotta shoot you a message on WhatsApp and say, hey, I've been trying to connect with you for the last week, no response. Did I do something wrong? Or my emails just went to spam folder. Sometimes you guys blame them for not replying to your messages, but because of your fucked up email protocol, all of your cold emails, they just go to spam folder because you sent too many of them without warming up your inbox. And you blame the customer for this, or your prospect. They want to do business with you, but your emails, they go to spam folder. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't see your emails. Let's have a conversation. Because you did something extra. You reach out to them on WhatsApp. You send them a text. You send them a custom video. Okay? You did something extra. Day 4, you be creative. You want to send them a letter, send them a letter. You want to send them, I don't know, a gift card, send them a gift card. Do something creative. Do something nobody did before.
Okay.
And if there's no response after all of these days of trying, 4 days in a row, no response, do you guys agree that it makes sense to stop the conversation right away?
At least for some time.
Yes. Alina, probably, look, you not just do CRMs, you do ERP systems, you do other stuff. Probably CRM is not my problem, but you guys can help me with other problems. We just didn't talk about this yet, or it's just not relevant to me today. I have CRM, I'm fine, I don't have pains, but I need help with my website. Can you do my website? The reason why I didn't reply to your message is just because it wasn't clear to me like how you can provide value to my website. Because you were talking about CRM and my headache is about website.
Yeah.
Think about it. So
But
just like
how
you,
yeah, but how can I understand this if you didn't reply?
you gotta make a call. That's why we gotta do role play today. You have much higher chance to understand the business at current state, what's happening internally, if you have them on the phone. Because look, I can ignore your email, or I can say, hey, I'm not interested. But there's a whole story behind why I'm not interested. Okay, so let's just do the very first email and we got to do a role play, and then I'll reply to the questions at the end. Let's just do the very first custom email. I got to build it with you guys. Okay, thumbs up, and we got to do role plays. Beautiful. So email, we just got to do one email. Okay, so for subject line, I would just do, what would I do? I would do that company. And I wouldn't talk about my company. New CRM. I assume they need CRM for some reason, just new CRM. Okay, let's just do email. I would do not dear sir, not like, I don't know, where are you guys using? I mean, in Europe, I know it's very different. In America, we just say hi. We don't even say hello, we just say hi. You can say hey, but I would say hi because we never had a chance to connect before. We'll just say hi, name. Most of you guys are like, how's it going? How you been? What's up? I mean, we just don't know you. Like, I'm good. How are you? Like, it just doesn't work like this. Okay. What I would do, and it has the highest open rate, not connect rate, but open rate. At least I have a chance for you guys to open my email. So what I would do, considering you guys made at least 2 calls and you left a voicemail, what I would do is just say, hey, I just tried to call your cell at +1, and you put that cell phone number. It's fucking awesome. Try it. Next time you're gonna be talking to someone, say, hey, first email, I just tried to call you. And I left a voicemail. Why I'm saying this, because that's what I did. Because when someone missed my call, they might probably open my voicemail. And in this voicemail, you gotta be referencing this email. You gotta say, hey, can you go open the email, your company name, new CRM, like I gotta shoot you an email, like, because you don't want them to call you back. You gotta be slipping. Okay, you gotta be doing something else. Like, you don't want them to call you. They call you, they control the conversation. You guys not ready for this. You want them to reply to an email and start a conversation. We're not trying to book meeting yet. Forget about meeting. Let's just have a conversation. Hey, I just tried to call your cell at, and I left a voicemail. That would be my first sort of subject line. That's what I put on top, okay? I would do, I'm not sure if it's a top priority for your team, but I was wondering if you have any CRM in place. No. Can I find your website really quick, or it's not? I don't want to
Yeah,
put
you
big.
can, but add premium systems. Yeah, it's not easy by abbreviation.
Okay. So that's my email.
Okay.
So think of your messaging and my messaging. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different. Do you guys agree it's different? It's not good or bad, it's just different. Everyone agrees?
I like that it's short, really.
No, yours is also short. It's short. My only concern, look, your messaging is perfect. I like it a lot. My only problem here, that you're not the only company who work with custom CRM, software development, whatever it's called. And there was a lot of great guys from Israel, India, Brazil. Better price, better terms. And there was something else. Like my VP of engineering, he has a certain background. He speaks Hebrew. So why should I work with Ukrainians versus an Israeli company?
Good question. Why?
You tell me. No, you don't. It's just
There
you don't have
should
to.
be no. I'm really curious. You know, that's a good question. I'm trying to find the answer to it.
Yeah, guys, listen. It's extremely cold outbound. Like these guys, they don't care about you, about your company. And also, if you notice, as soon as you raise money, you go from C to round A. Every single company gonna start reaching out. They're gonna put in a subject line, "Hey, congrats on new round." You know what I'm talking about, right? Like everyone does. That's why they don't want to talk to salespeople or anyone who's reaching out to them. Because, I mean, okay, thank you. I mean, it's public, but how you can add value to me? Like, it's a public information. Like, yeah, I raised money. Thank you. Are you reaching out to me because you want my money? So the first part of this email, you're showing that, hey, I'm different. I'm different from any other guys. I was trying to connect with you. It's something important. If someone is calling someone, it means that probably something important. I don't want to waste my time calling people I don't want to do business with or who are not qualified. Have stuff to do, right? So the first part of my email is just to show that, hey, I'm real. It's not automated. Even if it's automated, nobody has to know this, right? But I'm real, like I'm reaching out to you. And I try to close this sell. Even if it's not the right sell, it's fine. But at least they're going to see you were trying to connect. And I left you a voicemail. I probably got to listen to the voicemail because he left me a voicemail. She left me a voicemail. What is this? I'm curious, right? The idea is to spark their curiosity and break the pattern. Everyone's like, hey, hello, dear sir, how's your day going so far? Fuck off. That's how my day is going so far. Okay? Because I have a problem today and you don't speak my problems. And second, look how I'm playing here. Do you remember, Alina, when you said, hey, I assume you have a problem? It's a very good language to use. I assume you have a problem. Hey, I'm not sure. You have a website, we do website redesign. And I come to you and say, hey, you have to have a new website. Fuck off, mine. That's what I think of you and your company. But if you come to me and, hey, we do websites, hey, and I'm not sure if we're gonna help you. You see like how I pause, like, hey, I'm not sure if we can help you. But I noticed on your website, you take a screenshot of the heat map, because you can do heat map for pretty much any single website. You can say, hey, I see this page is not converting. And it's obvious it's not converting because you have data on this. Do you have a problem with conversion rate? I'm not sure. It's kind of obvious you have a problem, but do you have a problem? I just want to confirm if it's a decent problem. It's a decent problem, but I want them to say yes. Because probably they have a different problem and they got to fix this problem. So timing is extremely important. So I'm not sure if it's a top priority for your team, and you can say for your tech team, or anyone who develops their CRM, probably have a Salesforce, HubSpot, admin, wherever, or they probably work with different vendors. You need to know this stuff. I'm not sure if it's a top priority for you, for your tech team, but I was wondering if you have any CRM in place. I don't want to talk about CRM helps you to manage customer relationships. People who work with CRMs, they know the value of CRM. I wouldn't sort of change the language, but if you think it's a perfect email, it's not a perfect email. I think it makes sense for me to add something else here to sort of like why it's important, like showing the importance of this. And look, I'm not saying like, hey, call me back or let's jump on a call. Like you didn't earn my right, like my permission to jump on a call with you. Like, why? I'm busy. Probably it's not even relevant to me. You can also add another CTA. You can say, no, I would just leave it like this, honestly, because I don't want to pitch my company. If they want to know, hey, what's ABM mean? Like they just click on the link or they copy paste and just go check your website. You don't have to talk about your company. Okay. Alina, do you want to do a quick role play?
Maybe, but I want to ask maybe somebody else wants.
Yeah, Kiryl, maybe we'll try with play somebody else. Yeah.
Somebody from Sleep, for example, Luda, she's okay with this because I know that Luda also works with healthcare. So like, at least the same domain.
Kiryl, do you understand Ukrainian?
Yeah, guys, but look, the idea is like, I mean, you got to be making calls, trying to book meetings with US prospects. Like these guys, unfortunately, they don't speak Ukrainian yet. So my expectation, we're going to do the entire role play in English. And look, I'm not here to challenge you, or I don't want you to challenge me. I know it's extremely stressful. I just know like we have 20 minutes and I just want to show you how it works and how you should do role plays with your sales teams. And at the end, I'll show you how you're supposed to do like on a high level. And I got to answer any questions at the end because I know we're running out of time. So I prefer like if we just do a quick role play with Alina, where I got to play a customer and then Alina is going to play a customer and we're going to switch. Like, as you can see, guys, I don't have any call script. Alina doesn't have any fucking call script, but it's a real case scenario where I'm an SDR who just joined Alina's team. And I want to see from my leader, like, I want to see an example. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I want you to fail. Like, I got to fail myself. Like, we got to do it together. Like, nobody's got to check, like, вы учили английский по Голицынскому или вас в школе линейкой по голове били? We're not here to talk about this stuff. We're talking about, hey, you guys have a pipeline problem. And the best way to connect with your prospects or your customers is to make a call. So we just basically got to follow a play where Alina tried to call me. I got to be playing nice to her. So the goal is to ask me questions. You come up with the questions, right? And try to book a meeting if it's applicable. If it's not applicable, if it's not relevant, confirm the next step. Do something. Have my commitment. And then we get a switch. Okay? I don't want anyone else to do it because I want you to do it because you as a founder of the company, you need to lead your sales team. So I want you to be an example.
Yes, let's try, but it's really, I don't have a lot of calls. I had just a couple of them before. So
me too. We got to do it together.
Yeah.
We got to do it together. Just do your best. Okay. So just to understand, you never make cold calls in your life. This is your very first live call role play. Like you never made cold calls in the past. I have a lot of respect for you.
Kiryl, if you could stop sharing screen, would be nice for us.
You guys want me to stop sharing?
Yeah, if you can. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it's much better. Now I can see you guys on the bigger screen. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm calling you. Hi,
Yep.
Hi, Kiryl. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Who's calling me?
Okay. Yeah, it's Alina from the tech company ABMK. I came across your company and your profile and wanted to ask you if you have some issues with your CRM system?
Yeah, I don't know why you're calling me, but to be frank, we don't have any CRM in place. We use spreadsheets, and we're good. But thank you for calling.
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's great, Kiryl. I'm glad that you have some system in place and it works for you, but maybe we can have another call, or I can message you and we can talk a little bit more about this.
Are you selling me something? What is it call about?
I'm trying to understand if everything's good with your CRM process, and maybe there are some spots where I can help you and enhance your process to make it more effective.
Yeah, no, everything's fine. I don't think we need help right now, but thank you for calling me.
What to do? Any sister? Great. Yeah, that's great. I'm really happy to hear that it works fine for you. But what I've got is that your competitors have CRM, and they're doing just great. They have a lot of new customers. Yep. So maybe that's something interesting for you.
Yeah, Alina, look, I want to be honest with you. No, I appreciate you reaching out to me. It sounds like you guys have experience in developing and maintaining CRM software. I just want to be honest with you. I joined this company 60 days ago, and I have different priorities these days. So if you can just shoot me an email, and if I need help with a CRM, because it's not my biggest headache these days, I guess I can just reply where it makes more sense for our business. You want to send me an email?
Yeah, that sounds great. I will send you an email with details. Maybe there is something that I should highlight in it. Maybe there are some important questions, issues that you have right now with the software development.
Yeah, Alina, to be honest, the only reason why I pick up this phone is just because you called me twice, and I'm actually running a team meeting right now. So my team is waiting for me on Zoom. I mean, you can call me back, I guess, in 12 months, but I'm sorry, like there was no need for now. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Kiryl. Yeah.
How do you feel?
Not very good. I think I lost you, but you gave me permission to send you an email, so I will definitely do that. And I will definitely call you earlier than 12 months.
First of all, that was fucking awesome. Do you guys agree? That was fucking awesome. Can we give a big hand? That was fucking awesome, for real. Look, I want to work for your company. I may have some experience in cold calling, and I'm just sort of a junior SDR graduated from Lviv State University, wherever it's called, right? And I'm working for a company with a founder. I mean, I know you have an accent. I have an accent myself. It doesn't stop me from closing pretty sizable deals here in America, right? But long story short, instead of giving up, you are trying. In the worst possible condition, where you have dozens of people watching you live right now in Ukraine and Croatia. When you have a guy who's not being mean to me, I'm not mean to you, right? I was just, it was real. Like, why are you calling me? Like, that's a real conversation. Do you guys agree? It was a real conversation. And usually it's like, why are you calling me? What companies? They just drop off, right? They lose your interest because you talk a lot. You don't ask questions. You don't challenge them. We got to switch right now. I got to play a sales rep. Considering I don't know anything about your company and their company. Like, I'm in the worst position because you sell your software, hardware, whatever. Like, that's your business. You live your business. For me, I don't have experience selling this stuff. I sell ZoomInfo, I sell GLB sales services. Like, I know my talk track. But me as an intern, like, imagine I will be an intern trying to book a meeting with this prospect on Alina's behalf. We got to switch the perspective.
Yes, let's do it.
But before we start, I just want to give you a huge shout because you didn't give up. You just didn't give up. I think that's important. You don't give up. You have a positive mindset. You have a clear reason why you're reaching out to this person. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not going to be perfect right now. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to make money. Cold calls, they're not perfect. People hate calls. I hate making cold calls. I hate running sequences. I want people to come to me and I want them to do business with me. And I want to decide how much should I charge them, what contract terms, what's the exit strategy. But unfortunately, in today's economy, you have to be proactive. You have to be reaching out to someone and you have to be an example for your sales team. You were an example for your sales team right now. I hope they're going to be watching this video. Okay. So now let's switch your perspective. Again, I don't know that much about your company. But your name is Alina. You work at an ABC company, wherever. So I'm trying to connect with you or someone else at your company who's handling CRM, because it might be different people. You assume I should talk to Alina because Alina, let's say you're a founder of the company. But I should talk to your Salesforce admin, because let's say you guys say I have Salesforce, but you want to switch from Salesforce to something else because it's not enough for you for your specific use case. I don't know about Salesforce. I assume you have Salesforce because you have Salesforce admin full-time on your LinkedIn page. Or better, you're hiring this person. You're looking for a Salesforce admin or someone who's going to help you to implement Salesforce. Compelling event / intent. I want to stop Alina from buying Salesforce because I know Salesforce is going to be too expensive for her business. I want to come to her business. I want to show that we can develop a custom software, custom CRM software, and it's going to be cheaper, easier to maintain rather than Salesforce. You want to do a role play with me?
Yeah.
Hello, Alina?
Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Kiryl calling with ABC company. How you been today?
I'm doing great. Kiryl, why do you call me?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. And look, I know I'm calling out of the blue and you didn't expect my call today. Can I have a minute of your time so I can tell you exactly why I'm calling and you decide if it's worth a conversation?
Okay, so I really have just 1 minute. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. So look, Alina, I went through your website and it wasn't clear to me, guys, if you have any sort of CRM software in place to manage customer relationships. Do you guys still use spreadsheets like many other companies, or you have anything in place?
Why are you asking? Do you want to sell me something?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Look, I don't want you to see it as a sales call or anything. My goal is to understand if you guys have a pain with CRM, if it's a pain, like if you have challenge today with your product, with your sort of spreadsheet, whatever you guys have in place.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Kiryl. Really, we don't have any problem. We use a great spreadsheet system that we created and everything's well. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, no problem. Look, Alina, I don't want to ask you to book a meeting with me because it sounds like, first, I didn't earn your permission to ask you for a follow-up call. I didn't provide enough value in this call. And second, it sounds like you guys don't have a problem with your current CRM. Like it's not a problem today, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Look, I don't want to have I don't want to pitch you anything on this call. I know you have to go, but before we jump off, would you be opposed if I add you to our newsletter, our company newsletter? It's not like sort of any spammy emails or anything. Like we provide value to our customers. And if you don't need help today with CRM, you can come back to us anytime. Or if you have any other help, or if you need any help from us without a tech stack, we'll be happy to be your vendor of choice if there is a need for this. But I just want to make sure we stay in touch so I don't give you another call.
Yeah, I understand, Kiryl. Thanks, but really, I don't read these emails at all. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, no problem. But look, really quick. So when you have a problem and you need external help to fix your problem, so where would you go to fix your problem?
Well, I will find some good vendor.
And where do you find the vendor?
Where?
Yes.
Well, I will ask my friends. I have a lot of friends with software companies.
So you ask for your friends for referrals, like you want to make sure that you trust those people and they know your challenges, so they recommend. Yeah, beautiful. That's exactly, Alina, that's exactly how we find 90% of our customers. Because we provide excellent service for a decent price. We know the companies we're working with. And this is the reason why I'm reaching out today. I don't want to do business with you today as there is no need. But I want to make sure that we stay in touch. So one day when you have a need, you can go talk to your friends. But I want to make sure that we come up on top of your mind. So if you need help from our company, instead of you going to Clutch or Upwork or any other marketplace or deal with 5, 10, 20 different vendors, at least we can have one conversation and you decide if it's worth to have another call. What do you think?
Okay, Carol, I think that you can send me an email and maybe I will have some time to check it.
Perfect. Yeah, look, I'll just add you in our newsletter. I won't send you any follow-up emails or any outreach. But if you feel like, hey, we need help with our tech stack, it could be CRM, could be website, could be anything, honestly. Just give me a shot and we'll see if we can help. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Alina. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. That was interesting. And it's really obvious that you have a lot of experience with this, you know?
Do I? I was stressing as hell. Like you see my face, I look like a tomato right now. Because look, I don't know anything about your industry. I think it was a decent call. I think it was a long call. Do you guys agree it was a long call? Like real case scenario, Alina won't give me that much time to talk. So yes, that would be a real case scenario, right? Usually they're like, hey, I'm not interested. Don't call me. Why are you calling me? So what's important, let me break down the structure really quick. By the way, Pavel, do we have 10 more minutes before we finish this session entirely, or you guys have a strict agenda?
I think, yeah, we can make, but let's try to fit in 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So let's do 10 minutes, okay? Really quick. When I make a call, what's important, it's not just for Lena, it's for everyone. I gotta ask for permission. Hey, I know I'm calling out of the blue. You admit it, I'm calling out of the blue. I know, hey, you didn't expect my call today. How did you get my number? You don't have to apologize. Oh, we use Samantha, we use Paula. You don't have to apologize. They pick up the phone. It means they have time. They have time for what's important. They don't have time for what's not important. And they don't have time for any fucking sales calls. But if you guys treat it not as a sales call, but sort of as a discovery call to see if it makes sense to move forward for both companies, not just for them, but for you as well. You don't want to waste time on non relevant prospects. That's why you're giving a call. You ask for permission. Hey, can I have a minute? Don't say, hey, can I have 20 seconds? It's bullshit. Just ask for a minute. Like, have a commitment for a minute. Can I have a minute of your time? He's like, hey, I'm actually driving a car. Call me back at 5 p.m. Boom, I got to call you at 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask them, because you guys pitch your product, pitch your service. I'm driving a fucking car. I'm watching baseball with my friends. I'm drinking beer. Probably you guys have value, but it's just not good timing. Ask me, hey, can I have a minute of your time? He's like, yeah, you have a minute. Oh, what is it all about? That's what they usually say. What is it all about? And you guys always say this magic phrase. Listen, I want you to write down the fucking phrase. This is so important. Stop talking about your company. My name is Aline. I work at company ABC. We are based in Ukraine. We work with a lot of American customers. You lost me, okay? You guys say, the reason. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a shot. You got to say thank you. The reason, причина, the reason for this call. And then you say the reason. I see you guys hiring for a remote software engineer. Yes, we do. How can I help you? I think I know 2 or 3 candidates that gotta be that might be a great fit for yourself, for your tech team. Oh, we don't work with agencies. Hey, we're not an agency. We actually do outstaffing. We don't do outstaffing. We don't work with outstaffing agencies. You disqualify them, or you ask them, hey, what's the reason? Why? Like, why you're so resistant Why are you not working with vendors? Everyone's working remote these days. If you think about it, they don't care. You guys based in Ukraine or Poland or Bulgaria or Brazil, just get the shit done. There's a reason why they don't want to work with tech vendors from Ukraine. There was something. Oh, we worked with a company in the past, it didn't work for me. Okay, but it's not us, it was someone else. Us is different, but you guys still didn't earn my permission to move forward. We're not trying to make a sale on this call. I'm just trying to ask you questions to understand what's your current state. Oh, we don't need we don't have problems with CRM. It's fine. It's all good. Hey, I'm glad you guys don't have problems. Look, I know you didn't expect this call. We do other stuff besides CRM. We do other stuff. Would it be okay if I send you an email with a list of the services we provide to the companies just like yours? We work with company A, B, and C. Oh, you guys work with these companies from Texas? Yes, we do. That's exactly what I'm calling you. I'm not sure if you guys have this problem today. You might have this problem next month. Yeah, I might have many problems next month. And you, instead of going to Clutch, you instead of going to Upwork, these guys, they don't want to go to these marketplaces. They hate this. They submit a quote. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. They submit a quote. They start receiving multiple quotes from different vendors, 10, 20, 100, and you're competing with the entire world. Versus Alina is reaching out to me. The timing is not right, but hey, let's talk next month. So next month, if Alina is proactive, if Alina is providing me value through her content, LinkedIn, newsletter, she's gonna give me another call. Hey, Michael, how are you? I know we spoke last month. I know you said, hey, I'm good. You don't need any help today, but hey, I'm just checking how everything is going these days. Oh, Alina, we're good. Be proactive. Next time Mike have a problem, he's gonna come to Alina. Why I wouldn't? Let me show you a video. I want you guys to do this role plays every single day. Do you agree it was effective? It was good for Alina, for me, for everyone? Do you think it was valuable? Do you all agree?
Yes.
The role play?
Yes, for sure.
Look, what happened today with Alina, from 1 to 10, I think it was 2. From my side and from Alina's side. We both did a decent job, right? Do you guys all agree? Like we could do better.
Yes.
Let me show you an example, like a North Star for all of you. Just gotta, I think it will be easier, I guess, if I click on the link. Pavel, do you want to share this video with a group? If I send it on chat, if you guys play it on the big screen, I just want you to watch this real life role play. And honestly, guys, it could be any industry, it could be any scenario, it could be cold call, could be discovery call, could be closing call, could be negotiations call, right? Could be any industry, could be tech, could be insurance, could be real estate. I want you to start doing role plays with your sales team. You don't train, you don't win. You gotta train. You gotta train yourself and you gotta train your sales team. You either gotta have a coach who's gonna come every day, who's gonna be, guys, let's make some role plays. Or you gotta do it yourself. Save money, save hustle, and you need to be a leader. You need to be an example. Can you guys play the videos that I just sent on the group chat? And at the end, I'll answer a few questions and we gotta. Can you play from the beginning? Yeah.
Okay, please online and Uzgorod, let me know if there's sound. Okay, 1 second.
You got to know how to practice, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Which one of these 3?
It sounds well. Sounds well.
Can you guys turn the captions? Can you turn off the captions on the bottom? Just turn it off. Turn it off. Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay,
Let's
so
listen.
I'm starting. Okay.
What do you want to handle right now?
Let's go with the price too high.
I feel like I'm on The Price is Right. Pick your objection, son.
All right.
Let your people pick the one they're having trouble with.
Yeah.
You give me a price, I'm going to give you the objection.
Okay. So it's going to be we can get your property service. It's going to be $120 every 3 weeks.
That's ridiculous.
No, I understand. Yeah. So
Well,
let's
if
do
you
it anyways.
understand, then fix the price.
Okay, listen, I understand, price is too high. I get it. But look, let's do it anyways.
That's just weird, dude. Why would I do it anyway when the price is too high?
Right, listen, I understand. You know, help me understand, you know, how's this problem going to solve your problem?
You guys are great. It's a fun. But dude, he's trying. So what we got to do is keep working with him. It's like Elena going to kick. She's not going to kick very hard the first time, right? You're shooting a gun. You're working with a gun. You're scared of it. You're terrified of it. You never had a gun in your hand. Who's scared of guns? People that don't have them, right? Put one in your hand. You play with it. Whoa, dude, that felt good. Shit, I felt strong. Yeah. Right, next thing you got an AR. Oh, brrr. Right? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all
Hey
right.
man, the price is $119 a month. Let me tell you what we do for you before you object to anything.
Okay.
See, I'm controlling the
Right.
thing. I'm going to control this guy. Before you say yes or no, let me tell you what we do for you. I just want to remind you.
Sure, yeah, I don't have 119 for this.
I understand. Don't expect you to pay $119 if you don't have it. But what you do have is you have mosquitoes.
Right.
And let me tell you the downside of mosquitoes. Let's say he's a commercial enterprise. You got customers come over here, they leave your grocery store, and they get bitten by mosquitoes. Okay, you know what happens now? They don't remember the service. They don't remember your commitment. They remember that's the place I brought my kids. They got the Zika. Now, let me just say this about the $119. If you'd like to pay it weekly, it would only be $30 a week. And we take Visa, MasterCard, or maybe we do some kind of barter system with the grocery store. Smile, I'm smiling the whole time. I'm controlling things. I don't let him talk too much, right? Because I know everything that's going to come out of his face right now, he's preparing to object for me. I want to make sure he doesn't do a lot of that. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to take it back to
Other than
to the
yourself.
boss.
Other than yourself. Oh, see, now what we found out what it was, right? It's the boss. What if your boss says no? What do we do then?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, if they say no, I mean, I guess it's no.
It's going to be no, right?
Right.
Okay. But why did you agree to meet with me today?
Because we got mosquitoes.
You got mosquitoes, man. They ain't checking with the boss.
Right.
They just come in.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you something. Is the boss a real thing?
No.
Or could you do this?
No, well, yeah, I could probably do it.
See, you guys don't ask hard questions, man. Is the
Yeah.
boss a real thing, man? You just putting me off. You just playing me off right now because of the 119? Why don't y'all ask people that?
Yeah.
Okay? You want to take a different one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm calling the guy. Hey, man, I want to come over here. I want to give you an estimate on the Zika protection.
All right.
I'm going to come over. I'm going to show you how to never have another mosquito at your place again.
And so what's this going to cost? I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested.
Okay, now I'm going to do it to you, but I want to know how you're going to handle that, right?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So,
You call me. It's a cold call.
yeah,
It's
okay,
over the
yeah.
phone.
Listen, I'm just trying to call you and, you know, so I can get rid of your mosquitoes.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. You got me get rid of that. That's how you get rid of mosquitoes, man.
Yeah, listen, what we can do is, you know, it'll cost about $120 for us to get rid of your mosquitoes. So
That's good, man. Send me a proposal.
Send your proposal? Sure. Where do you want me to send it to?
Send it to my office. Just
All right,
send
I'm
me
gonna
one.
send
You
it to your
got
office.
my address?
Yeah, matter of fact, let me send it to your office, but let me get your number. Let me text message you.
See, he did the number thing. It'll blow up in his face every time.
What's
You
your?
already got my number, man. You already got my number, man. Don't be stupid, man. Grenade went off in his face. Okay, try it again. That was a flop.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not interested. You did a good up to I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
No, I understand completely. Listen, you know, let's just go ahead and do it anyways.
Flunk. You flunk him right here. Pick it back up to where I just said, hey, look, I don't, send me a proposal is what I said. That's
All
where
right.
he got stumped, by the way. You just go back and you pick it up where he flunked. He did good on the first part of the call. He got me to the place where I said, send me a proposal, and pass not interested. Send me a proposal, man.
Okay, let me get that. Let me get your email so I can go ahead and send it to you.
Flunk. Send me a proposal.
I'll love to send a proposal.
Yeah, gotta keep.
I love to send a proposal. Yeah, let's go ahead and.
Man, that's a great idea, man. By the way, I've already sent one in your email. By the way, how many of you could send somebody an email before the call was even finished and already have it sitting there directions, locations, confirmations, a place to text to in case you can't make it. Okay? Give this man a big hand, huh? Come on, give him a big hand.
One thing, let me ask this.
He likes being up here. He's like,
Yeah, no. So
we got to go on the road together.
What
me and you, man.
if what if I can go ahead and take care of your mosquitoes for free?
Oh, he's coming up now. He's coming up with some stuff. How many of you come up with good ideas after the deal is done?
What do you guys think? Different level, right? Just different.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys all agree it's fucking cool? Like what they did live. Like you cannot just come up with this. Like, of course he has a script that he follows, but how he follows the script? Practice, training. You remember when I was talking about intent and compelling event?
Mm-hmm.
Mosquitoes are compelling event.
Mm-hmm.
You have mosquitoes in your store. The young talking was a boss. Like, did you hear what he said? Like, hey, like, I need to talk to my boss. Is it a real thing? Like, hey, today you guys sell like sort of mosquito protection. Today you guys sell software. Of course, they're different. There are different talk tracks, different people, different challenges, different preferences. But the logic, it's all the same. It's all the same. You're calling a technical director. He's like, I hate cold calls. Don't call me ever, never again. Hey, Michael, I understand. I won't give you any other call. I understand you're busy. The only reason why I gave you a call is just because I know I gotta send you something important. I don't want you to miss it. What's your preferable communication channel so you don't miss it? I don't read my emails. So how should I connect with you? All right, give me another call. So it's like they challenge you, you guys challenge them back because you try to communicate with them. And it's not only on them, it's on you. You guys try to provide value to the business.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have mosquitoes, problem. You don't have it today, you have it tomorrow. Let's have a conversation. So did you notice at the end where he's like, send me a proposal, send me a proposal. I work for Alina. I'm an Azir. I'm trying to book a call with this guy. Hey, Michael, how are you? How about Tuesday, 9 a.m. next week? Yeah, send me something. Boom. I'm still in the call with Michael. Michael, I have your email on file. I just sent you a calendar invite. I want to make sure it didn't go to spam folder. Can you accept it right now before we jump off? Yes, I can do this. Click accept. There's a much high chance he's going to jump on the call because he has commitment. Or he's like, yeah, I got to do it later. Hey, no worries. I got to give you a call on Monday just to triple check that you have the invite. I don't want you to miss it because I know it can go to your spam folder. You guys have someone on the call answering challenging questions. And asking for commitment. It has to be a next step. I'm not saying every single time you got to call someone, you got to talk to them, you got to book meetings. Ideal case scenario, yes. But have a clear next step. Hey, what if I call you next week? What if I put you in a sequence? What if I don't know, what if I send you something? Or you're based in Alabama? I'll send you a box of chocolate. I don't know, like you guys got to do something for them. Hey, Michael, before we jump off, I just went to your company website. I just want to triple check your address before I send you this box of chocolate. By chocolate is not a fucking joke. I spoke with a CRO, Chief Revenue Officer, who came from the UK. He's from London originally. He came to the States. He was working for a French startup and they worked with chief financial officers. What he did a creative outbound play where he sent Willy Wonka chocolate to 20 CFOs. And on top of this chocolate, he had a golden ticket in one of the chocolates. And if you win the sort of whatever, they give you a crazy price, whatever, CFO, I don't know. Out of this 20 people, 5 people responded to this play. Even if everyone receives a chocolate, 5 people responded. 1 people bought from them. That was the biggest deal ever at this startup, like biggest ACV, biggest TCV. You guys got to be creative. I'm not saying you have to send chocolate to your founders, whatever, but send them something valuable, something they care about. They play golf, send them a golf ball. Be creative, be different. Thank you. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I understand all English words, but I very bad speaking on English.
You're doing good, Mike. You're doing good, Mike. Yeah, you can ask in Ukrainian. Yeah, no problem.
Добре. Значить, такий кейс. Якщо я знаю, що є інвестор в Майамі, який вкладає гроші в DME Software, і якось ми з ним спілкувалися, він говорив, що там в мене є друзі, і в них є бізнес один, бізнес другий, і, можливо, будуть цікаві. Він не прямо каже, що чи буде коректно, коли я пишу або мій селс, або PM дзвонить до людини і каже: привіт, я говорив якось з Майком Панаджіо, ми відпочивали в Карпатах, він сказав, що ти готуєш класний хліб. Я зайшов на твій сайт, а він не грузиться. Напевно, був або поганий коннекшн, або щось з сайтом не то. Я можу пофіксити цю штуку, може ми зв'яжемось з тобою на наступному тижні. Чи можу я зсилатися на когось, яка нібито є коннекшени з людьми? Але прямо він не каже, що от іди до нього, звернись і можу я звертати? Чи працює такий захід до людей? Або там, скажу, ти, кажуть, готуєш класний хліб, і в мене є класна CRM-система, яка може примножити твій там процес, або пришвидшити твій процес обробки даних, або логістику. Чи можемо поговорити наступному тижні про це? Чи можу я використовувати такий захід до людей?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So I guess, long story short, your question is on behalf of your champion, because in the B2B sales cycle, you might have different roles. So on behalf of your champion, in this case, your champion is your investor. I mean, the investor, whatever, right? You asking if it's fine to reach out to the prospect directly without sort of asking for permission, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So again, it's up to you. I mean, you can do this, like, there's no like yes or no answer. My answer is like my personal answer. Like if you would ask me, hey, what do you think? I think in America, people trust you by default. And I think you guys all notice this, like when you talk to gatekeepers or you talk to someone, like people give you a chance, like they trust you by default, just like they're good people and they expect to do business with good people until you prove them wrong. So lying in America is very bad. Like any country, any culture, lying is very bad, especially in America, because people trust you by default. So when you call someone and say, hey, Mike gave me a referral and Mike sort of spoke about this, but he didn't give you permission to make this call and use him as a referral, long-term, it will hurt you. Yes, you might have a conversation. Yes, they might agree for a meeting, but then they get asked, hey, Michael, did you talk to these guys? Did they reach out to you? Like, yeah, I spoke with them, but I didn't want this. Like, I didn't want you guys to be in the sales pipeline. Like, it's not what I expected. I don't want to do business with these guys anymore. So my suggestion, it's a good question. It's a good tactical question, right? So my suggestion before reaching out to someone, ask Michael for a referral. Hey, Michael, is it fine if I talk to your portfolio companies? Hey, I'm not sure if I gotta provide value to them, but like I know I can make a difference. Like I don't want to do a sales call or anything. I just want to know what's the current state. And you tell me if you know better, but I want to talk to the founders to see if they need help with the website. Yeah, you can do this. And what actually happens when you send them an email, you CC Mike. Mike is involved in this conversation, at least in the first email. You have a much higher chance to close a business when you ask someone for a referral. But these people have to be involved. Don't do any shady stuff. If you ask me, should I do shady stuff or should I be sort of clear, transparent? Be clear and transparent. Don't do shady stuff. Good question. Make your champions work for you. Make your champions work for you. Guys, I think we have time for 2 more questions and we gotta sort of end the session because I know we're running out of time.
Quick question. Do I get it right that the strategy about cold calls and the strategy about like cold outreach through emails and something like that, is that cold emails is more about getting into the right time and with the right intention. And with calls, you are trying to find out what is the right intention. You are kind of more aggressive in that. Do I get it right?
Yes and no. I mean, look, it's a great question. So it's all work as a part of one sequence, one logic. So I don't want you to think that, okay, I gotta have the most success with cold calling. Cold calling is just like pedaling a bike. Like it's just something you have to do in order to sort of move from point A to point B, right? It will help you, but you still have to pedal. Okay, by pedal, I mean you have to send an email, you have to send a text, you have to make a cold call. It's a part of one sequence, one logic. I'm not saying you have to be less aggressive on email and more aggressive on a call. You don't have to be aggressive at all. Like by aggressive, I mean like for me, it's aggressive. For some people, they're like, they send a sequence, they do 2 emails, 1 LinkedIn message, and they think it's a lot. Like, I don't want to bother this person. Kiryl's sequence is very aggressive. But I know my limits. Like I know where I should stop. Like I know what's aggressive for me and what's sort of normal for me and for the market. Okay. So again, my understanding is a cold call, again, it helps you to either qualify or disqualify them early, challenge them, ask questions. But first you need to earn permission to ask questions. How are you going to earn permission? By showing that you did your research. And again, it doesn't have to be a deep research. You call a big public company, you don't have to read the earnings report. Submit the earning report into AI, I forgot the name of the software, but basically it gives you some highlights. What's the top priority for the next quarter? So before you call in someone, just sort of run the numbers, see where you can add value and talk big stuff, talk strategically. Don't be very specific. You didn't earn right to talk about very specific stuff. Ask question, make them think. Like I did with Lena. I think I made her think a few times, like, that's probably important. I don't need it right now, but it might be important. So again, cold calling just helps you to get reply, to get response. But you will see many times you're trying to call someone, but they reply to your emails. It's just because email is a preferable channel to communicate. So don't be aggressive, but try to figure out what works best for them. LinkedIn, email, text, call, just try everything. And then eventually, okay, you see you have the most success with emails, but they reply to your second email only because you're making cold calls on the first day. So probably you don't need to make them many cold calls, like live cold calls, but you just have to make them. And then eventually you can automate it because the AI can make cold calls on your behalf. And you just gotta talk to them as soon as they reply to you. Also, don't ask for a meeting on the first day, on the first message, like first cold call. Only ask for a meeting if it's sort of like, if they agree for a meeting. Like don't push them to take a meeting because everyone asks for a meeting. Ask them a question, make them think, and then follow up and ask, hey, if you guys have a problem, you have to address the problem. And we confirm you guys have a problem. Do you want to jump on the call for 15, 20 minutes? So I'll show you how you can avoid putting your emails in a spam folder because it's hurting your pipeline. You don't book meetings because your emails go to spam folder. How to fix this problem? Let's jump on the call. I'll show you. You got to change your perspective.
Kiryl, afraid we run away of time, maybe 10 minutes ago. But anyway, thank you for the nice workshop. I think it was very insightful, useful. Again, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, where people can get in touch with you. I already shared in our channel YouTube on you, but I also know you're available in LinkedIn. Yeah, if somebody want to reach you. You can post your LinkedIn. And
yeah, honestly, guys, what I would do, there is a recording for this workshop, and thank you, Pavel, and the entire Growth Factory team for sort of putting this together. And I don't know, like it's hard to say yes to someone on a Saturday morning that I gotta present in front of all of you guys because I had other plans for today, to be honest. But when Pavel asked me for something, it's hard to say no. So I'm happy we had a chance to connect today. My only ask, if you guys want more value from me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Second, you can find my first and last name. I don't want to send you the link, but if you guys text me on LinkedIn, again, my first and last name, Kiryl Melnichenka, and you put, I don't know, Gross Factory, GF, you put something, what I'm going to do, I got to send you a custom outbound play playbook. I think that's how we call it, from ZoomInfo. We share this content with the customers where you have a play and you have a logic of this play, like how to execute, how to write an email with the email template. And you have 100 different plays. We only did one play today, but you have a workbook with hundreds of plays. If you guys text me, I'll send you the link. My only ask, don't share this publicly because it's sort of our internal best practices. We only share this with the customers, but I'll do it for you guys with the expectation one day you might come to us and buy some info. Okay?
Okay, Kiryl, thank you.
Thank you. Slava Ukraini!